Good morning, Foxborough. Here we are placing our second series of banners. So this is our second year, and I'm so fortunate to be in front of the banner for Josephine Miller, a female Marine who served her country, but she also served the Foxborough community. And when we did this project, we did it with the Partners in Patriotism. So we wanted to make sure that every single person who went up on the common today also contributed to the town of Foxborough. So it's super special, and I'm so grateful that I'm able to be here with her especially.
Hi, I'm David York, and this is
Robert Maydoni.
it's
That's my picture up there. I was a 39-year resident of the town of Foxborough, and all that time I was in the Army. And this is important. This means a lot to me, to have a town recognize you. It's very honorable, very important.
Hi, I'm Kathy Brown, and they're hanging a banner today for my dad, Lloyd Brown, who fought in World War II. And he was a proud veteran, and he was also injured, which is unfortunate. But he lived in Foxborough most of his life, and I think that he would be very happy, and his really large family would be very happy and very proud of him. So thank you, Jay, my cousin Jay, and the town of Foxborough for honoring him. It's very special, very nice.
Hi, I'm Jay Barrows, the nephew of Lloyd Brown, who is being honored today with a banner. My family is so proud of his service and his kids. There were 53 first cousins, and he was our war hero, but he never said anything. And to see his record today, some 70 years later, it's truly amazing. Purple Heart, winner Oak Leaf Cluster, and it goes on, and then he was wounded a couple of times. And they've been all over the world. So truly an honor for our family to be recognized, and really proud of him and his service to the town of Foxborough and to the United States of America. Thank you.
This is Barbara Kelly, my husband Tom Kelly, Jack Kelly from Norfolk Fire Department, and this is my mother-in-law, Dorothy Kelly. And our banner was just hung for Martin Morrill, and that was her brother who's missing in action. He was served in the Korean War. He still hasn't been found. And this is just so special to us, to have his banner being hung. We always think of him. We pray that his remains will come home. They're searching, but nothing's been found. The banner is just so special, in a special corner where we can always see it. God bless you, Martin. Did you want to say anything, Ma, about your brother?
Well, we love him, and we hope he'll be home soon. Yep.
Just want to thank the Veterans Association of Foxborough for doing this. This is amazing. So.
Very special honor, very proud.
Thank you, Veterans Agents. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Lynn Sarikas. This is my sister Jane Seitman and Jacqueline Gennard, Jack's 11th great-grandchild, born just days after he passed away. It's an honor to be here, to have his banner on the common that he loved so much next to the Foxborough sign. And while Dad was a veteran and proud of his service, I think his greatest gift to the veterans of Foxborough was all the work he did to capture their stories. Dad wanted to make sure that future generations in Foxborough learned from the experiences of those that served before them. He captured World War II stories that families had never even heard. So we're proud to be here at his banner dedication.
I'm Audra. My grandmother, Lorraine Leitner, she served in the Army when most women did not. It's very far and few that actually served in the Army back then. We're very honored to have her banner here, and so everyone can see it every time that she drives around, and honor her.
Hello, James and Diane Murphy here in Foxborough. This is such a nice thing that the Veterans Association does for all the veterans, putting up our banners. Thank you. Yes, we were in the service here at Otis Air Force Base. This is where I met my wife. She was on a blind date and we got married 65 years ago. And it's a pleasure. Thank you, Foxborough.
Hi, Ralph Bennett from South Street, Foxborough. Here today, watching them put up the veterans banners. Honored enough to be one of them. Served in Vietnam, 66, 67. Helicopter crew chief and door gunner, aircraft recovery team. I enjoy immensely doing anything I can with my military truck for veterans and events, honoring all the veterans, and continue to do so till the day I can't. Thank you. My name, Henry Nettle. I live here in Foxborough most of my life. I joined the United States Army in January 1959. I spent 8 months at Fort Benning, Columbus, Georgia, Infantry, Kelly Hill. Then, after that, I went to Schweinfurt, Germany, APO 36. We were near the communist East German border, and our mission there was to stop the East Bloc from going west, giving time for people further west to gear up to fight the communists back then. Then after that, I went back to Fort Devens, Mass, up in Air, Massachusetts, and we had a lot of training. Fort Drum up by upstate New York, but I also had amphibious training down in Little Creek in Norfolk, Virginia, during the Bay of Pigs in Cuba. And then after that, when I was supposed to get discharged, I was frozen in for a while, and I was sent up to Tanacross Valley, Alaska, with Canadian soldiers, Prince Patricia's Infantry Brigade. It was in February, and the weather was down to 70 below zero, with no buildings around for numerous miles. We lived in tents, but we were well dressed, and that was my status. I'm shocked and both impressed that they cared enough for veterans. When after Vietnam, if you're a veteran, you were despised. Today, you're like a hero and you don't expect it. And it's a very warm welcome right from the heart that's appreciated.
Oh, I'm Bob Shea, Foxborough, and I'm a veteran of the Air Force. I was in Vietnam, 1969 to 1970, in the Air Force 68 through 72. And this is a great day to be honored with these banners. It's a wonderful thing that's happening with our Veterans Department in the town of Foxborough and the support of the craft organization. I'm very grateful for it, to be recognized, especially coming out of the Vietnam War. When I was in Vietnam, didn't come home with much recognition, so 50 years or 60 years later, here we are. We live in a great town, and I want to thank everybody involved.
I'm John Cataloni. This is a banner that I had put together actually for my granduncle, my grandfather's brother. So he was a 1st Marine Division veteran in World War II. He joined up right after Pearl Harbor, ended up getting sent to Guadalcanal and Cape Gloucester following that, and then came back home and then was an instructor at Camp Lejeune for a little bit, and then got discharged in 1946. So I wanted to have a banner put up for him in recognition, and this is actually the same style of jacket he would have actually worn on those battlefields in World War II.